What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Off the Gridiron, your Apollo HOU Houston Texans podcast. My name's Noah Outlaw. I'm one of your hosts as always. And as always, I'm here live for like the first time, I think, with
The very first time.
Garrett Harrelson. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? I'm in a great mood.
Yeah?
We didn't mess it up. We didn't mess it
No.
up. In fact, I don't think the Texans can miss right now as a franchise.
No.
They are becoming a perfect organization. A perfect organization in sports.
Just from top to bottom, like 100%, just a smooth running machine right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are a PR. They are PR magicians. I don't know what they're working with. I don't know who's on that PR team, but their publicity now from a few years ago to now, they just straight up are the favorite team in Houston. I think definitely. I mean, now on top of it, after today, the new uniforms got revealed. Widespread positivity across the board.
Yeah,
love it. Yeah,
which is just like you mentioned, just such a far cry from what it was like a few years ago. And even not this past season, but the season before that. I mean, it was just kind of looking extremely bleak, and then just a few moves just kind of changed the entire landscape of the team, obviously. And even Cal McNair used to be like public enemy number one. Now he's throwing up the H with like fans and downtown, just like
he's cooking.
He's just making burgers. He's just hanging out with Bun B. It's just good vibes all around. And you're right. I mean, it's a relief that the jerseys turned out well, because since we've heard that the Texans were going to do a rebrand. Obviously, it's a little nerve wracking, of course, because it's just new is scary, and you don't want them to mess it up. And
I mean, and we're wearing old or the former uniforms. You have the Davis Mills Color Rush, beautiful, love it, and I have the Derek Stingley Battle Red. These were fine, but they just got a little stale, a little old, and after being in the rotation for 20 plus years, the Texans are wanting to move into a new direction, a new era, and I think they perfectly encapsulated that with these 4 new uniforms that we'll look at here in a minute. But
I think we'll pull up.
And it's like you said, change it's different, it's hard, and if a few years ago, when we were down in the dumps and we were a dumpster fire of a franchise, and we had gotten new uniforms, they probably would have gone over very poorly. But now that things are looking up for the Texans, new uniforms are here, and people are going crazy over them. I can't even imagine what the team shop looks like right now.
Oh, I bet it's crazy. There's for guys, obviously for people in Houston right now, if you want a jersey, there's obviously go to the team shop at NRG. There's a pop-up downtown right by George R. Brown, kind of by Biggio's, kind of by Minute Maid.
I think it starts tomorrow. I think it comes tomorrow, which I might be there.
Oh, it's tomorrow. I thought it was today.
I don't know. What's the date? I don't know what the date is.
I don't know. The 23rd. Whatever.
There's a pop-up going on.
There's a pop-up shop either today or tomorrow. And it's probably just a good vibe out there, too. People are just probably going to hang out. I would if I was in the city. So, absolutely. It's a good time. And like I said, we'll get the graphics up in a minute. But Garrett, I mean, just kind of give your first initial reaction to seeing, because obviously there have been leaks as well. This isn't brand new. There's been a lot of stuff out there that we knew was probably real, but also you don't know until you see it officially released on the players in the photo shoots and the Texans team, their media team, video, photo, everything looked amazing from top to bottom. The production was incredible.
Just great job all around from that crew, because the way that they started this rollout with the hints. I know last week they came out with a picture of the red face mask. The hint dropping and all that, and also the reaction to the leaks, because when the road unis got leaked, and also the helmet, the H-Town blue helmet got leaked, the team perfectly responded to it with Cal the first time saying, fuck it, here's the white uniforms, here's a picture of it, an official picture, more to come. And then last week, when the helmet got leaked, Cal posted that picture with his awesome-looking dog and his awesome-looking grill in front of his awesome-looking house with the H-Town Old English blue logo hat. So, just perfectly responding to leak. and the media team and the PR team and the Twitter admin, everyone's just doing a great job just hyping
Yeah.
this because it's. And
Yeah.
my initial reaction is they look awesome. They look great.
Mm-hmm.
They look fucking sick.
They do. Yeah, they look amazing. And I want to give a shout out to, we got about 17 people watching right now. So what's up, guys? We're
What
going
is
to
up?
start doing this more often, probably once a week, usually on Mondays. We're thinking it's going to be around
And
11
also
Central Standard Time.
after boop, 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 we are indeed doing some draft talk at the end of this, but at the end of the week we will do a full 7-round Texans mock
Yeah.
live stream. We're going to be doing that this Friday in the morning before the draft, because we're not going to do a mock draft after the draft. We're not dumb. But
No.
yeah, no. Josh, can you pull up let's go ahead and just pull up these uniforms and start like analyzing them. Jarvis,
Yeah, let's bring them up if we got some pictures, guys, and also viewers. People watching live. Talk to us in the chat. Let us know your thoughts, your favorite jersey, which one you're buying first, what player you want. Let us know.
Yeah. I already have a few like ideas of what I'm going to be buying. First of all, I'm getting a Stroud jersey.
You gotta get a Stroud. Yeah,
you have to get the captain. Well, not the
Mhm.
captain. D'Amico's the captain, but
D'Amico's cap, but
yeah,
the
but
leader,
this is
the team leader,
captain, team
Mhm.
leader.
Yeah.
Jarvis, can you throw it up?
Jarvis.
There we go. Look at that. All right.
All
So
right.
I wanted Tony Stark it so bad, but
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, there's all the 4 uniforms and all the 3 helmets in their glory, man.
Josh, is there a way we can zoom in on it or no?
There we go. He's got
there. It is. Yeah.
But
so check it out, dude. Look, producer Josh is just so clutch. Also, what up, Brent? This Mook. He said, "What happens when we trade into the first round on Thursday? Maybe we'll talk about draft here in a little bit.
we will talk about it. I don't think it's outside of the realm of
I
possibility.
don't think so either.
But
Nick Casario has been dropping some hints, but
there we
here
go.
it is. So, look, I'm gonna at first glance, right? Obviously, the H Town blue is amazing. The blue H, I love the blue trim on the numbers, but I think my favorite is the full battle red, and I think it starts with the helmet.
The full
red
battle red is by far the best in my opinion,
Yeah.
and that's not. Yeah, I mean that's not an indication of what they're all so good, but the
They're all
battle
great,
red
but yeah,
so clean. Like look at that helmet.
I know that red chrome with the horns on the side. I
I
absolutely adore the horns.
There's been so many concepts over the years of like fans making like a new Jersey concept or a new
Right.
helmet concept, and they've all had like the horns, like like Ram style, Viking style, having having bull horns right here. And I was always like, that would be super clean. I hope they probably won't do that, but I hope one day they just might. And look at that.
Yeah, look at where we are now.
Badass horns on it. Just like honestly, that's in contention for maybe the best helmet in the league. And look at the chrome red face mask with the blue horns, and it's also, I mean, God, it's beautiful with the.
God, look at these. These look also look at our boys, right? Will Anderson, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Derek Stingley. They're just looking. You know what's interesting though? They didn't really use Stroud in any of the promos.
Yeah, maybe he was unavailable, or maybe they were just like, let's highlight other players other than Stroud, because everyone wants to see Stroud, obviously. One thing that the leaks that we were getting, we didn't know if they were completely true. I know there's a few of those like templates going around of what our uniforms looked like.
Yeah.
And the home uniforms, the blue ones, I was worried because I thought maybe they were going to look dumb. Look at that Super Bowl patch, by the way, because we're going.
Check out that Super Bowl patch.
Yeah, dude.
I love this jersey so much.
And I thought this was going to be not a miss, but it could have been cooler. But honestly, I'm looking at them and like that's as good as you get right there with like the H-Town blue. I mean, that's beautiful.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like whenever, that's why we were going around and kind of talking about these mock-ups that had leaked. And like, look, whenever they're on, it's just a drawing. Like you're not going to know what it looks like until it's on Will Anderson, right? Like when Will Anderson Jr., who's just jacked as all get out, just big as hell, looking dope. Like whenever he's sitting there with it on and it's fitted to him, and it's kind of like that original league with that dude in the warehouse that had the Stingley jersey on.
Yeah, no
It was
aura,
like
no
it looked
aura.
ridiculous because it's
Yeah,
not fitted to him. He's not an athlete. He's not. But whatever it's on the guys, it makes all the difference.
yeah, and that's how Cal McNair responded to that
Yeah,
because you couldn't let that picture in that weird looking warehouse, which may or not been taken here. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't taken here. It looked like it was in that
right.
weird looking like hostage picture.
Yeah,
Cal, you can't let that go around for months or whatever, whenever, or like a
yeah,
month and a half, whenever it was ago, and like just have that being the speculative. Oh, this is gonna look lame. That looks
yeah,
lame. These new jerseys are gonna miss. Cal
yeah,
McNair responded with, "Well, look at our actual players wearing it," and of course, it was Tank Dell and Nico Collins who have
yeah,
insane aura. And immediately, our opinion on it was changed. It was like, "Oh, those are clean as hell." Okay, all
yeah.
right. So, like, you're right. Like, you have to see a player wearing it,
Mhm.
and seeing the home uniforms, the primaries on Derek Stingley right there, they look so much better than I thought they were gonna look.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They look
they
amazing.
look
It's a
really good.
really before I move on, I wanna talk to the chat real quick. Kush is in here. What's up, Kush? Love the
What's going
modernized
on?
classic deep steel blue. Me too. Not gonna lie, the battle red is the best for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
same. The red is my favorite color. Yes, sir. What's up, Leo? Um, Texas Clout Law said the fact that it seems like everyone has a different favorite shows how good they are. That's true. It's
very
very
true.
true.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen people say that they love the white. I think Dex said that he's gonna get a white jersey because
Yeah.
he's like, I can get so many fits off with it. I
Yeah, it
agree.
goes with everything. Yeah.
I've seen people say that the H-Town made one is their favorite because
Yeah.
of the blue.
Yeah.
You can make an argument that would be my favorite too. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks so much better than I thought it would. That what in particular that blue outline of the Texans logo right there in the
Yeah.
sleeve. That looks I will get that on a hat, dude. That looks
Mhm.
awesome. And my favorite's probably the battle red too, just because
Yeah.
of the helmet, dude. The helmet and also those horns right there. That looks so clean, dude. That looks
Yeah.
so good, man.
Yeah.
I'm it couldn't have gone better, man. This is best case scenario for
Yeah.
uniform rebrand for sure.
Yeah. This is amazing. I'm stuck between the Battle Red or the H Town Blue for my favorite. I think I'm going to get a Stroud H Town Blue. I think that's my goal. I think that's the one I want. And then I would want a Nico Collins or a Daniil Hunter Battle Red.
That
That's
would
that's what I want.
that would
Let's
go hard, dude. That would go
Kush
really hard.
says Stroud being the goat that he is, probably busy in the lab watching film and training before his MVP season. Bro, schedule was full. Damn straight.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
Tammy
That's my
Willis, what's
captain.
up, Tammy? Battle Red is my fave, but the H is giving City Connect vibes, and I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Brent says, I wish the H Town jersey was all H Town blue with the Battle Red lettering, no white or dark blue. This is definitely a step in the right direction. We need to get our stripes back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also, I I think because this might not be related to each other at all, but
Mm,
when the NCAA or when the Cougars, U of H Cougars had their like Columbia blue or H Town blue or whatever jerseys, the
yeah.
NCAA after that was like, can't do that. The NFL got involved and they're like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
It's
right.
whatever. Like, you
Mm,
just can't have it all blue. It's not going to work. I feel
yeah.
like maybe we would have, but the NFL was like, no, you're not the Oilers anymore. You can't do that. But
Yeah.
honestly, having it as a hint, it just makes it like a little
Yeah.
better, in my opinion.
I
I don't know.
agree. I agree. And also, it's obviously an accent, of course. Like, it's just an outline, it's a trim, but it does pop. You notice it. It's not like it's subtle. Like, it's there and it's looking at you in the face. Like, especially
Right.
in this shot.
Yeah, dude.
And then whenever we have the blue gloves and the blue cleats to go with it, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
absolutely.
Yeah, the players are gonna be mixing and matching with all kinds of shit with
Hmm.
that H Town blue. I mean, the cleats and the gloves, and also like just the different accessories. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. I'll also love how it says H Town right there
I do
in the
too.
H Town
Yeah.
blue. That is so sick. I
Hmm.
didn't even notice it the first time.
I also one
Man,
thing
that's
a
good.
detail I love is that our home jerseys say Texans and our
Yeah.
away jerseys say Houston.
That's why I kind of want a road jersey because it says
Yeah.
Houston in that red right there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that looks so clean.
Hmm.
What I can't wait to see is how we mix and match with different shit.
Yeah.
Like, will we put red pants on the road uniforms, and
Yeah.
or will we have like when we have a Liberty whiteout day, will we have the red helmet on? on the that would look like I just want to
That
see
would be
full mix
dope.
and match. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
wonder
that
if
would
that's
be
something they're
like
gonna do.
I mean, they're definitely going to try something like that because
Yeah,
I mean, with this third helmet, they said that we could wear the alternate helmet up to 3 times, which that's what we did last year. But with
yeah,
this third helmet, I don't know if that changes the
yeah,
rule at all or not. I have no idea.
yeah.
We'll
I don't
see.
know.
But I mean, that red helmet on like like a primary blue with the deep steel blue, or like
Yeah,
that road helmet with, like I said, Liberty whiteout. That would all look so clean. Or
yeah, it
maybe like
would.
having red pants on the deep steel blue or on the Liberty white. They can mix and match with all kinds of different shit, and I'm
Yeah,
excited to see how they do that as well because they started to do that last season.
yeah, they did. And yeah, I mean, I love because we brought they brought the chrome red helmet last year. It's very similar, except now the red face mask and the horns, which like we mentioned a minute ago. Love the horns. Let's read the chat a little bit. Pedro's Lusario says, "White top, dark bottom looks dope on Petrie. It sure does.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
need him to have a look dope and play well this season."
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
Kush Patel, what's up, brother? It said red jersey, white pants would look fire. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a picture of Tank Dell actually.
wearing that.
That's it's on Twitter somewhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Josh is gonna find it. No, he's wearing the red top with white bottoms, and it
Whoa.
looks so clean. I don't know if I like all red better or the red
Yeah.
with the white. I mean, it
Yeah.
just they all look
Yeah.
so
I
good.
haven't seen that picture. I want to see that.
Yeah, no,
Texas Clout Law says the home blue looked plain at first, but then they showed Petrie with the flag, and it just clicked for me. Yeah.
yeah. Also, like the collar looks really sick. I
Yeah.
love how it looks like a Texas flag,
Yeah.
and they kind of they're emulating a Texas flag with
Mhm.
that uniform, which I like the Texas flag. It's not a bad flag
Yeah.
at all.
Texas flag is rad. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
kind of a
I have a blanket of it right here. Like it's
whoa.
fine.
Oh,
Like
you got a blanket
fine
of it?
flag, man. Yeah,
That's cool.
no,
You a little
cool.
chilly?
No, I was gonna wear it, but it's a little warm in here today.
It's
So
hot. It's hot in
yeah,
there.
it's a hot
I'm
day.
sorry.
Hot day. I mean, it's Houston, baby.
Yeah. It's
So
H9. Yeah.
yeah, no, that collar and I mean, I really do wish they had the horns. They had like white or red horns on the home primaries, but
Yeah.
I mean, but it's still like there's no
Oh yeah.
complaining here,
It's
baby.
amazing. It's amazing.
You know,
Um,
you know, what'd been really cool having the face mask on the H Town Made helmet be the H Town Blue. That would have been cool.
oh, that would have been
That
dope.
would have been
Yeah.
Cool.
Dang,
But
that
you don't want too much of it. You don't want too much of
yeah,
it.
true. Maybe they tried and it just didn't look right. One thing about the home blue is it's really a dark blue. Like it's really dark.
People thought it was black at first.
Yeah, it looks almost black. It looks way more darker than the normal like deep steel blue. I don't think and I wonder are those still like the colors or do they have different are they different now a little bit? You know what I mean?
I
Like do
don't
they
think
change the variation?
I think there's more blue. I think
Yeah,
it just looks darker and more overpowering because there's
right.
more of it. There's less red. Dude, look at that. That is sick.
Dude, those are badass.
Dude,
Those
I want
things.
that. I want a hat with that H Town Blue Texans logo. And
Yeah.
also the horns go crazy. The horns go crazy. That was just a great call.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Battle Red Day. I will be there.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm just so pumped about these jerseys. We've been waiting so long. I mean, we've known about this rebrand for a long time. I mean, couple going on, maybe 2-3 years.
Yeah, we
Um,
knew it was coming, and I think we are all pretty anxious about it.
yeah.
It was like, man, these are gonna be our uniforms, our identity. This is gonna
Yeah.
be the things that we're paying $150 to wear and
Yeah.
walk around in.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully they're cool. Best case scenario, they look awesome.
Mhm.
Maybe some streets are saying best uniform rebrand this year. Oh, there we go. That's Josh. There you go. White pants on
Oh
it
yeah, dude,
looks
that looks
clean,
good.
dude. That
That
looks
looks
clean.
great. Yeah.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Chimera's in here. They said best uniforms in the league. Absolutely. They're
No,
up
I
there.
mean, they're definitely like they aren't they're no slouches, man. Those are
No.
some top-notch uniforms right there.
Ice Bright
Those
is in
right
here.
there, man. Like that picture. Look at that.
Dude, that picture is dope.
Yeah, that picture's sick.
That's what back to just the Texans, the team, the photographers, the video, like everyone involved. Just did a
They all
great
did a great
job.
job.
Yeah,
Texans
absolutely.
media team just Bravo.
They're pretty damn good, man. They're
They're
pretty
great.
damn
Yeah,
good.
they've been great ever
Yeah.
since our reshaping of our organization. Look at
Mhm.
that. We'll look at these and we'll move on to some draft talk. But
Yeah.
oh my goodness,
God, I love it.
yeah, with the face mask, with the black shaded face mask, like that's cold.
Stingley just
Or
looks
visor, I
good, man.
mean,
Stingley looks good in a Texans uniform.
he really does. I mean, all
It
these
just
guys have
works.
aura.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, look at those horns. Ooh, I want a helmet, dude. Can
Yeah,
I
I
have
wanted.
a
Can I just
helmet?
wear? Is it cool if we just wear helmets
Yeah,
around?
I just like. Can we normalize walking around wearing a football helmet like
It's
as our
honestly
game
not
day
the
like
worst
shit?
idea. Things
No.
fall, you know what I mean? Like you can be safe and look cool while you're doing it,
Yeah, dude. I mean, you could be like out there on the tailgate, like
dude.
doing
Yeah,
anything,
right.
dude, and
You
you'll be
who knows
fine.
what's gonna go on at the tailgate? Also, you could be silly, the goofy guy who has a helmet on, and so you could do crazy shit. Like you can jump, you can dive, you can bang, beer cans on your head. I'm down to make this a thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
we got
I would get that H Town, or the you know what? I would get the Battle Red. That's the best helmet I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, the
The
battle
Battle Red
red,
helmet is
the
so
red
sick.
chrome is amazing.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
we got about
Well,
50 people in here, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be doing these once a week going forward. It's going to be it's going to be a good time. Yeah, Brandon Hollum just said, want to see some Hunter uni picks, some Daniil Hunter uniform picks, and I do too. I need to see that man in a full Texans get up.
yeah. I need to see Stroud in all these, man.
Me too.
Is that what's going to be happening at 713 Music Hall like later
Maybe. Maybe,
this
yeah.
draft? Which, by the way, I'm glad that they're showing these now because I wanted to see them. I didn't want to wait
Yeah.
till 6:30 tonight to see them. But
Mhm.
if I won tickets for that draft reveal, I'd be kind of pissed because I'd be
Yeah.
like, I thought I was gonna be the first one to see this shit. You know, I
I
like
thought that
in
was the whole
person.
point. I thought that was the whole. I mean, I get it's cool to go and have Cal's going to be there and Toro, and it's going to be just like a
I
fan
think like
event, right?
Paul Wall's performing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
like
gonna be
that's
a whole.
cool. That's cool, but like
Yeah,
I would be. I mean, no one paid for tickets. They were like a win. You win them, so I guess it's not a huge deal. But still, I'm like, that's. I agree. I'd be a little
yeah,
butthurt about
but
it. But
I'm
maybe you're right. Maybe they're going to drop the first pics of Stroud wearing them. It's like he's Iron Man. You know how in like Marvel trailers they'll be like, well, here's Ant Man. You can see this
yeah,
guy, but that big final shot
yeah,
is Iron
or it's
Man
like
walking out. You know?
yeah, and it's gonna be like the Stark Expo because he's gonna
Yeah,
walk out and CJ Stroud and everyone's gonna be like, I will do anything. I will.
yeah. I mean, I would do, and he's dude. CJ Stroud walks around the city of Houston with the same swagger as Jesus Christ, like the Messiah. Like he walks around like he
What a
owns
bar.
the. No, it's true. I mean, it's what you're not. If you saw CJ
Let's
Stroud
be.
walking around,
I really hope the same thing doesn't happen to CJ Stroud. If
no,
we're
no, no.
getting
See,
really
I don't want that.
biblically
No, no, no. I
accurate.
didn't say that. That's not
I
fair.
know, but I know. I mean, thing is, not a lot of people thought Jesus Christ had swagger. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people were like,
Like
I
I
actually
just
need to
mean
kill him right
with
now.
that confidence. Oh, look, man. I didn't know the
Just
guy.
being biblically accurate, bro. Like
Okay, bro.
that's
People didn't, but you know who he had swagger. He walked around and was like, "I'm the son of God."
I
Like,
just probably would have picked someone like Tom Cruise or something. Like that's like,
that's
oh, it's like, oh,
lame. I'm just no because I'm talking like we got to go next level. Parker Mattern said, "Hey y'all, I love the unis. Thanks for not being haters like all the old guys." Yeah, all these olds. Don't listen to the olds. All right,
also
they're
like I really haven't seen people hating on him.
yeah. I
Really,
never
I
either.
mean, I've seen some people say like, "Oh, I wish this was a little different," kind of like what we said, but for the
Yeah,
most part, it's all been super positive. I mean, even people outside of the Texans organization are like, "Man, the Texans really nailed
yeah.
this one."
Well, when those
So
mock-ups got leaked, Twitter was like kind of iffy on him. I feel like even like everyone was kind of like, "Oh, Texans fumbled," but since we've dropped the official looks and the badass pictures and stuff, I think people are changing their tune a whole lot.
yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, you're being a hater just to hate at that point if you don't like them. I mean, I don't really know why you would hate them. They're pretty much just better versions, more explored versions than our last jerseys. They're revamped.
Yeah.
They look great. So yeah, I love them.
Chimera said,
Even
"I thought I
A.
didn't like the new H after seeing the leak, but it really is the type of logo that grows on you. Now I truly love the whole design, especially with the whole uniform. Yeah, same. I mean, I liked the logo when I saw it, but
Yeah.
now that we see it on helmet and stuff, it's really dope.
Some
Stephen
people,
Doe.
I
Well,
do
go ahead.
find it funny that some people are like, looks like the Rice logo, and I'm like, yeah, it's just Old English. It's just the font,
Yeah,
you know.
it's pretty much.
Like,
Well, a lot of
it's
people
a well-known font,
think it looks like that new Rangers logo, that Texas
which is
Rangers.
also Old English. Like,
It's
it's just a
also,
font.
yeah, it's just a common.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
we're not trying to copy them. It's just like,
no.
hey, we're using Old English.
Yeah,
Houston's pretty
maybe
old.
there's a trend going on for sure, but it's not. We're not copying.
Yeah.
Stephen Doe said best first white, and then red, and then home blue, and then H Town blue. Really, H Town blue is the worst in your opinion? Interesting.
I mean, I would say the home, like, for me, battle red, white, H Town blue, home
Yeah,
primaries. But I mean, it's just they
yeah.
nailed it with the battle red and the whites, in
Well,
my
and
opinion.
I hate to even say worst because I don't think any of them are bad. But I
Yeah,
guess the
yeah,
worst technically would be
not the
the
best
home
one.
blue.
Yeah,
But it's also just because it's more traditional, more normal. It's just kind of like, okay, it looks like a football jersey, look like but like the all red and the H Town blues looks a little more modern and futuristic and slick and clean. Yeah, I agree. Brandon Hollum said the H makes sense when you look at why they went with it. I was iffy on it at first too. They took Rice logo and hip hop album logos as inspiration. Yeah, it's
yeah, no,
definitely
absolutely,
old Houston rap, Bun B, DJ Screw kind of era. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, when you think about that, it's like we're not copying Rice, like we're just doing what like the culture of Houston, and
Yeah.
it's
hmm
like stomping grounds and all
Well,
that.
like
So
Bun B was like a big part of the design. He's been
yeah,
talking about
no,
it a lot. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
Manolo in the chat, what's up, man? Said red helmet is a great design, but they missed the mark by not placing white base color horns with blue outline.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't. I
the white would probably, I kind of agree with that. The white horns on the shoulders and also the helmet, like,
yeah.
white would pop for sure. But
hmm
I don't really have any complaints about it. It looks phenomenal. But I get what you're saying. The white would make it pop for sure.
Yeah.
The white would pop. Hell yeah.
The white would pop. I love the helmet the way it is, and I think the white's a little more classic, right? We talk about the Vikings horns, the Rams horns. They're all they're all white with a little outline. I think it's
Yeah.
futuristic, and I think it's a new look to not have the horns be white. I like it, but I agree.
Yeah.
Chimera says, "I got to go to sleep, boys. It's 3 a.m. in Australia, and I'm knackered. I'm
3 a.m. in the
knackered.
down under. Well,
H
hey,
town till I drown, baby. All
I
right,
love
man.
it.
Why are
Get
you in
some sleep.
Australia?
Get some rest. Hell yeah, Kamara. Thank you. Thank you for
All right,
joining.
man. Thanks.
It was
In
H Town
Australia.
ones, all were hate, but fucking with them. Yeah, no, I mean, these are great. I think
Yeah.
Chad, put like a letter grade on this whole reveal and this whole
Mhm.
rebrand. I
Yeah.
give it an A. I mean,
I give it an A. I
A
mean,
straight across.
A plus, maybe
A
not quite,
plus.
just because I don't know. Maybe there could have been some things better, but I'll give it an A.
Yeah, no, A. It would get an A plus if, like, just in my own opinion, they tweaked a few things like face mask, horns on the the road. Excuse me, the home primaries, like that. Just make those what I want in my
Yeah.
brain. It's A plus because that's perfect to me. But that's just me
Yeah.
though. But as it stands, it gets an A. That's
Yeah.
great. I love it. No
Yeah.
complaints here.
I do too. All right. Well, that's the Jersey talk. We kind of talked a long time about fucking clothes, but now
It
hey,
matters.
it's a big deal. It's a huge deal, and
No,
they're
no, it's our shit going forward in the future.
yeah for like
We were
a
gonna be
long
wearing
time.
these. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a big deal to me. So
hmm
yeah, so
Same.
uh big week with the uniform drops and also the draft. The draft is in, what's it, Tuesday? The first day is
It's two
day
two
one is in
days.
2 days on Thursday. We
hmm
don't have a day one pick. Wah, wah. But
Not right now.
we wouldn't, well, not right now. We'll see. We can talk about that. But without our trading back, we wouldn't have Stephon Diggs. So you you know
Yeah. No.
there's nothing lost there really. And also,
No.
Nick Caserio cooks. Nick Caserio is a chef in the kitchen right now.
Well, yeah.
He's Cajun. What's that show? The guy with fucking shit at the airport, a breakfast place. Wolfgang Puck. Yeah, he's like Wolfgang Puck in the
Oh,
kitchen, dude. Yeah, no, you ever been to that place at the
yeah,
airport?
I've been there. It's
Wolfgang
just
Puck.
that's a crazy pool.
Yeah,
Like for like someone who's cooking, there's so many more chefs
I
in
don't
the
know.
world that
Oh, Super Chef Bobby Flay. Yeah, yeah, whatever.
yeah, you
But
could go Gordon Ramsay, you could go Rachel Ray, you could go I don't know.
I
That's
don't
the
know
only
who that is.
ones I know. That's the only one I know. But yeah, so you're right. But here's the deal, and someone asked this earlier towards the beginning of the stream. Um, you know, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I was watching an interview with Casario that he does every now and then with John Harris and Mark Vandermeer, and he did hint heavily at. They mentioned, we don't have a day one pick. We're not picking in the first round, and he was like, "You don't know that at all. I might." And he seemed pretty coy about it. So I feel like he definitely has some tricks up his sleeve. Um, Kind of made it sound like they have certain guys that if they're available, they're going to push to trade up in the first round. But Garrett, if you had to be a betting man, which I know you are, you've been cooking on our Prize Picks daily picks that we've been
I bet
doing on
I'm a
the
DJ.
Apollo HOU Twitter. So go use code Apollo on Prize Picks and get a deposit match. Go check it out. Anyway, if you're a betting man, do you think Casario trades up into the first round again?
No, I say no, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Especially if there's some guy that we are really zeroing in that we think he might go early. And if we had a guy like a draft crush or a few of them that we thought there was no way they're going to be here at 23 or whatever we had before,
Yeah.
they're not going to be here at 23. Let's just move out and get Stephon Diggs with our whatever we get out of that package.
Yeah.
But if some guy starts slipping or a few guys start slipping that we really like and they get down into the late first round, I could see us making a move to get back in the first round and grabbing that guy. And then, our trade back resulted in Stephon Diggs. And then we just said, fuck it, and moved back up in the first round anyways and got a first round guy. That would
Yeah.
be beautiful. That would be a beautiful move. But I really think it depends on it's very clear they have a vision of who they want on the Texans. They've talked about it. They said you have to have a certain DNA to play Houston Texan football.
Yeah.
And they have a vision of what they want, who they want on their team,
Of
and who
course.
they want to represent Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So it really has to be a specific few players, which
Yeah.
there may or may not be some in the first round. I don't know. But like I said, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
Look, obviously, we don't know. We have no way of knowing who they've targeted as guys that they want in the building, right? We don't know. We don't know who D'Amico mentioned before the Stephon Diggs trade, which now, after that trade happened, and we know exactly that being the reason why we moved out of the first round. Maybe this comment doesn't mean as much. Maybe it was just kind of he was playing with the media. But D'Amico mentioned that they traded out of the first round because they think the sweet spot is in the second through the fourth round, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they think. Maybe they're sticking to it. But I'm going to say this: I think there's a really good chance that the Texans trade back up into the first round. I think it. I don't think it's going to be early. I don't think it's going to be like a top 10 or anything like that. But I think I could see us moving up into like the teens. I really do. I think it
Well,
would be a big move. And after seeing what Casario did, really in every draft, he loves moving around. He
yeah.
loves moving picks. And after what he did last year with Stroud and then trading up to 3 to get Will Anderson, which obviously was such a home run in every way, I think I wouldn't put it past Nick. And I'm never going to count him out of making a big move like that. So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say, yeah, I think we move back up into, even if it's late 20s, I think we might try to grab someone. Yeah, like I said, we don't know who they want. Could be a corner, could be a safety, could be Johnny Newton. It could be Chop Robinson.
I hope
It could be, there's a lot of guys that are going to be available. And this draft is so loaded. And
if we somehow trade up and back in the first round and grab like Johnny Newton, my favorite guy in the
yeah,
draft, it would be just a slam dunk offseason.
yeah,
I mean, the last two
be
off seasons would just be
beat it.
slam dunks. I mean, and
Mhm.
we can't do no wrong. Can't do no wrong at that point. But
Can't do no type of
um,
wrong. Yeah,
yeah, no. We'll see though. I mean, we will be the people in the chat that are looking to hang out with us during the draft. We will be live streaming day 1 and day 2 when they start Thursday night, Friday night. We'll be live streaming it here
Yeah.
on Apollo HOU. So come hang out. Come see if the Texans trade back up in the first round, or just get our general takes and opinions on who's all going off the board, who's all flying off the board in the first round. It's gonna be an exciting one for sure.
It is. It's going to be really fun. Like I
Yeah,
said, we'll see. We'll be live. We'll see what the Texans do. Maybe they pick that night. Maybe they don't. But the Texans are sitting here currently with pick 42 being the first pick. Obviously, that's a day 2 pick.
yeah.
Garrett, we talked about it a little bit, but now that you've had time and it's really coming up, it's right around the corner. What do you think the Texans do at 42? Ideally,
Ideally, I mean, it's either best player available, which it could be anyone. I mean, it
yeah. When
could
our
be.
roster is as loaded as it is right
Good.
now, that's probably the
Yeah.
best option.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I, it's a defensive back and corner loaded draft. So
Mhm.
I feel like that would be the ideal situation. Maybe whatever, like TJ Tampa, Mike Sanders still. Maybe I've heard things about Kool-Aid McKinstry potentially dropping into the second
Yeah, if he
round. If we
fell for
somehow get
sure.
him in the second round, that's insane value. Or get like a safety. We need safety help, depth at safety. Kareem Jackson was playing safety for us last year. We need safety help. Tyler Nubin
Yeah.
would be a great option. Javon Bullard from Georgia would be a great option. I feel like
Mhm.
just helping the defensive like getting a
Yeah.
defensive back in the second round
Yeah.
with 42. That would be ideal to me.
Yeah, some sort of defensive depth anyway. Because, like I said, like no one, it's gonna be. I'm not gonna say they won't come in and be an immediate starter, but I mean, which is a far cry to a couple years ago. It's kind of wild to say, but we don't have any holes currently. Not really. I mean, even safety, like you mentioned, Kareem Jackson was playing, but we have Jimmy Ward and Jalen Petrie at
Yeah.
safety. Those are our guys, right? Those are going to be the week 1 starters. So if we got a safety, a guy like Javon Bullard, he's not going to be expected to come in and just take over a spot on the starting 11 on defense, right? So
Nah,
just the defensive depth, I don't think we need to mess with offense at all. Honestly, if the Texans drafted only defensive players in this draft, I wouldn't be shocked.
I'd
It's
love it.
just I would too, because with D'Amico being a defensive minded head coach, let him pinpoint the guys who he thinks he can build up and work on, especially with guys who we're gonna get most of our dudes in the later rounds. So let him just kind of cook. Say this guy is good. This guy has intangibles that I can't, and I can work with him and make this guy a stud. I kind of think that's going to be the move. I think maybe we grab at some point maybe an offensive lineman, maybe, but we have a lot of. I mean, we have a lot.
We have a
We have a
lot,
lot of depth
and
there.
we could. I mean, thing is, not everything's perfect. We could get better in a lot of areas, right?
Yeah,
So if there's a area where they're like, we automatically just get better in this positional group, then they will do it. I mean, even if
yeah,
there's I've seen mocks of us getting Jatavian Sanders from UT, tight end, second round. Wouldn't be shocked if like that's an option in the second round, because it's
that would
like,
be nuts.
yeah, I mean, to pair him up with Dalton Schultz, you have a great duo at tight ends.
That's
I mean, you have a
crazy.
great duo of tight ends. Like,
Yeah, no
you just get
disrespect to
better in
Brevin
that
Jordan,
positional
but
group.
Jatavian Sanders is a dog. Yeah,
Yeah, no, you just get better in that positional group. So that's why it's like, getting a guy like a running back. Like if we got like Bucky Irving from Oregon in the third round,
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
love it. I'd love it. He's just like a better Devin Singletary, and maybe
yeah,
a future third round or third down back.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
just to get better in any positional group, they're going to be looking at that, and they won't pull any punches. They might even hell, late in that draft, get a backup quarterback. They might do that. They might be
I
like, fuck it, Spencer Rattler dropped to the 5th or 6th. Just get him. Like, we
I
have a
was
good
thinking that
backup
too,
now.
but you know who I want if we're gonna use one of our late picks on a quarterback, because I was thinking the same thing. I want it to be on what's his name, Joe Milton, the
Oh, Milton
quarterback.
from Tennessee.
Yes, dude. Yeah, no, the guy with a cannon.
Yeah,
Um,
he went to Tennessee.
yeah, no, he is a guy who I think is definitely going to be a guy falling down. Yeah, Joe Milton going to be falling down to the late rounds. I was doing a mock last night and I saw him sitting there in like the 5th or 6th, and I was like, oh yeah, that would just be fun.
Yeah.
Because
No,
also
I
that
mean,
guy is incredibly athletic, so that could
yeah.
be a guy who obviously look, he's not going to be QB1. We have a Hall of Famer at quarterback. But 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 the thing is, like, he's a guy who we can maybe use in different aspects, right? Maybe we can do a little Taysom Hill action with this guy. He's just a pure athlete. He's
We
crazy,
can have
and
fun.
he can throw the ball 197 yards. I don't know if you saw that. He threw a
Yeah.
football 244 yards.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You could try to send it to me. I won't. I don't believe you until I see proof of that. Because what you just said to me is blasphemous. Josh Allen can throw the ball about. There was a video of Brett Favre at the Pro Bowl skills competition back in the early 2000s, and he won the competition, heaving it as far as he could, about 70 yards. Okay, so I mean, there's just no way he
Brett
throws it
Favre.
200 yards.
Gives a fuck about Brett. Brett Favre doesn't have no arm, but Patrick Mahomes can throw a ball like 100 yards. I don't know why we're rambling about this. I think I saw a video of maybe it was Josh Allen or maybe it was Mahomes throwing up on their knees in the end zone.
Yeah,
And
I could see that, but
yeah, they do it like on their knees in the end zone for like 85 yards.
to another end zone. Like that's what you're saying to me is like
Yeah. No,
football
Joe Milton
field,
can
end zone
throw
to
the
end zone. That's
football. No,
hard.
they documented Joe Milton can throw the football 494 yards.
What the fuck did you just say?
No, but he does have a cannon. Like he can throw the length of a football field easily.
We should in our draft stream. We should just like give away like false information.
Yeah,
like
just lie. Yeah, just
be like,
dude.
yeah. Did you see a video of him throwing the ball 350 yards? I mean, it's probably the strongest arm in the draft.
This punter straight up punted the ball so it went so high. It was like
it
went through the clouds. Yeah, it never came.
Yeah, it's just like they lost it.
Yeah, they just couldn't. They never found it again, and it came down frozen.
It was cold. It was cold. It was like colder. It was colder than before it went up there.
Yeah, no, Tommy Townsend did that. He's really good. It's gonna be really fun. But
but a lot of different options that we can go. We could trade up. I could see us even trading back. You know, if the second round is starting to lack. After we did go check out our first round mock draft that we did with Stoney on Play Action Takes last week. We didn't have any trades or anything, but towards the end of the first round, it gets muddled. It's like I see that like we've like San Fran getting Jalen Polk. Like Jalen Polk is like projected to be a late second rounder, you know? So so it gets all muddled, and draft day is weird. You know, draft day is weird. There's a bunch of reaches, guys slide. So tons of different options that Nick has. I trust the chef though. I trust the chef.
Yeah. This is not really Texans related, but I did see something really interesting earlier. Talking about the draft. Peter Schrager, who is a guy who he's very sourced up. I love listening to Peter Schrager talk about football. He's a really great analyst, great insider. But he mentioned earlier, he said the last 24 hours, he's been getting some information from teams and been on the phone a lot. He thinks all the top 6 quarterbacks in this draft go in the front half of the first round, including Michael Penix and Bo Nix.
See, I do think Penix is going in the first round.
I do too.
I didn't think it'd be in the first half though. I thought maybe it would be like Minnesota is able to grab him with 23 or something like that. Yeah, that would be great.
If Penix drops to Minnesota with the Texans pick at 23, they absolutely need to grab him.
They had a good offseason if that's the case. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that or they're gonna.
11, but
New England's listening to calls as well, so maybe JJ McCarthy ends up going pretty early because Minnesota apparently loves JJ.
I've heard a lot of smoke about, New England's wanting to trade back. They're getting laughable offers or something like that. But I keep hearing that Minnesota is aggressively going for that 3rd overall.
Yeah,
and they now have the draft capital to do so.
Yeah,
like they have 2 first round picks. They could move up. They're definitely going to try to move up with those 2 first round picks.
Of course,
if they see a quarterback they like.
If I'm New England, and I'm going to say, I tell Minnesota, you can have 3, give me 11 and 23 straight up. And
3 though, they probably have to, honestly they would. I'm not going to lie, they would probably have to trade their first rounder next year too.
Maybe
Minnesota, the 3 first round picks go up to 3.
Well, the thing is New England is far away right now. New England is not close. New England needs a lot of help, and so honestly, I think they're okay with going into the season with Jacoby Brissett as a bridge quarterback and just kind of cooking up some stuff around him. Next year is not a great draft, though. Next year is not a good quarterback draft. Like it's like Shador Sanders and Carson Beck
Quinn
from Georgia,
Ewers. Ugh.
which I agree. Like
Yeah,
I think I
I
don't
know.
think
Yeah,
Quinn.
I know.
I love Quinn Ewers, but I don't know how he's going to translate to the NFL. I don't. I don't think it might be. It could work, but I'm not sure. But yeah, no. Draft night is going to be really wild. This year's draft is going to be really crazy.
It's going to be fun. And now that the Texans can sleep in their beds, just sound asleep, with knowing they have a fantastic star quarterback and star
Yeah.
players all over the board, and we're going to be a playoff team and all that, the
Mhm.
pressure's off. It's time to have like a fun draft where it's like this will make or break us. We can maybe have a bad draft and just still be a fantastic team. Like we
Yeah.
don't we don't need this draft to hit, so we can sleep well and
Yeah.
watch the draft, enjoy our times, watch the other teams pick poorly and laugh at them. It's gonna be a fun time as a Texans fan. It's gonna be
It is.
fun.
It's going to be a
And
good time.
like I said before, we're doing a live stream for day 1 and day 2 here on this channel. So if you want to hang out with us, we're gonna be drinking Millers and eating hot dogs and stuff. So come
Yeah.
hang out, come listen to our bad non-ball knower takes. It's gonna be a fun time.
Yep.
Yep.
It's going to be so fun. So make sure you tune in for that, guys. This has been fun. I've enjoyed doing the live stream. Enjoyed everyone talking to us in the chat about the jerseys and the draft and whatnot. We're going to start doing these every Monday throughout the off season.
Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more.
Yeah.
We're gonna be pumping them out, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So make sure you, like I said, like Garrett said, subscribe. Just to keep up with them. I think tentatively we're going to be doing these Mondays at 11 a.m. Central Time,
Yes.
12 Eastern. So make sure you keep coming back for those. It's going to be fun. And I think, unlike, normal Off the Gridiron episodes where we're a little more structured, sometimes these live streams will just be us hanging out and talking ball. And it'll be fun, especially throughout the off season when there's might not be as much news or much storylines. We can just hang out. So it'll be a good time. So thanks guys for tuning in. We've had a good amount of people, about on average about 45 people the entire time.
Yeah, man.
Chat's been alive. It's been nice. So we've had
fun little stream. And before we close it out, thank you, Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. If you're not watching us, watching the draft, go watch it at Big City Wings in the Houston area. Great food, great service, great beer, cold beer. I know you like that. So thank you, Big City Wings. And if you're not going to Big City Wings, go to Space Cadet. Space Cadet, awesome bar. We went through the other night, watched the Astros game there. Great outside vibes. The weather will be nice. Go check it out. Thank you, Space Cadet. Thank you, Big City Wings, for powering this episode of Off the Gridiron.
Yep. Thanks, guys, so much. Guys, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Give us your thoughts on the jerseys, thoughts on the draft, and also, just like I said, just subscribe, leave a like, lets us know you like what we're doing. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Apollo HOU and Apollo Texans to keep up with Houston sports and obviously the Texans, specifically over at Apollo Texans. It's a lot of fun over there. But guys, other than that, thank you all so much for tuning in. We've had fun. We're going to keep doing these. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you on the next one.
Watch Texans. Go Texans.